What's going on, internet? Brandon here from nerdlocker.com, and I have more things to talk about this week. One of the bigger stories I think that came out last week is that Jennifer Walters will be getting a new ongoing, but instead of it being called She-Hulk, it will just be called Hulk. If you've been reading Civil War II, spoilers, we know that Bruce Banner has been killed by Hawkeye. I thought there was something already about him coming back, but I will look that up and maybe talk about it next week, because I thought I saw something. Either way, Amadeus Cho being the totally awesome Hulk, this looks like Jennifer Walters is just going to be going by Hulk. She's going to be dealing with the fallout of everything from Civil War, you know, the fact that friends have turned on her and Hawkeye killed Bruce, and I'm really excited for this. I don't know if you guys have read any of the other She-Hulk ongoings, or I guess now I'll just say Jennifer Walters ongoings. Charles Soule had a really good short run there. I think it was like the part of the Marvel Now. Maybe a year ago? I don't know. I have no concept of time once it passes. It's just back there. Also, Peter David did a really good She-Hulk run. If you ever get a chance to read those, pick them up in trade or whatever, you should do it because they're great. And I'm excited for this. I'm excited to see. I wonder if we're going to get a more aggressive She-Hulk, Jennifer Walters, because the other ones were kind of tongue-in-cheek, you know, they're fun, whatever, but this looks like she's angry, and you probably won't like her when she's angry. But I mean, maybe you'll like the book. I think I'll like the book. Next up, we had 2 season premieres this week. First one is Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. This is a show that I don't watch as religiously as some of the other comic book shows, but I was excited. I was interested to see Ghost Rider, because I was like, I don't know if this is gonna come out right. Let's see. I have to say, he looks great. It's Robbie Reyes, and the effects are the biggest thing. I mean, he's a walking, flaming skull person, so I always, you know, hope that looks good. I hope the budget for the show can match the look they want to go with the character, and it did. I think he looks great. I'm really interested to see the direction they take, because Ghost Rider is not typically a character associated with S.H.I.E.L.D. Not that I think he'll be working with S.H.I.E.L.D. by the end, but I think it's a cool introduction, and it just adds more to this giant Marvel movie, TV, Marvel Cinematic Universe. Next up, we had Gotham. Now, I believe the first season, I was like, nope, this ain't my Batman, this ain't my Gotham, this is dumb. And then I kind of quit being a hater, and I gave it a chance. And I think the show has progressively gotten better. We really get a better introduction to the Court of Owls in this season premiere. And the Court of Owls is maybe my favorite group of Batman villains. I think Scott Snyder's run was absolutely incredible, but you all know that I'm just stupid for him anyways. But this, I thought it was kind of gutsy to tackle something so new and so early on in this world's Batman lore. But I thought this was a solid start. I really like that we're getting into the court. It's not going to be the exact same, obviously, and I'm fine with that. I'm learning to disconnect my love for the comics and my love for the movies, and I like when the movies and TV shows and all that stuff take from the comics, but I understand it can't be exactly copy and paste. So I've enjoyed both of these premieres. Let me know what you guys have been watching. Another big, well, I mean, it's a small role, but it's big to me. Sam Neill has confirmed that he is going to appear in Thor Ragnarok. Says it's a small role. This movie already looks amazing. I know a lot of people weren't happy with the first 2 Thor movies. I was, just because I love Thor, and it was cool to finally see him on the big screen, and I like that this one looks a lot darker. This cast looks insane. And I don't know if you guys ever saw the pictures from Comic-Con of Hulk's gladiator armor, but I think this is gonna be awesome. You're gonna get to see the, you know, we saw the political side of the Marvel Universe and the big things going on with that in Civil War, and now we get to see more of the mythical side and the stuff in the much bigger picture. I feel like this may have more of a connection to Infinity War or Infinity Wars. Did they change the titles yet? I don't know if they, I know they were changing the title, but I don't know that they officially changed it yet. But I think this is going to have much bigger implications with those. And we're gonna get to see Hulk and Thor beat the crap out of each other. Anyways, stoked on this. Now, my #1 comic book of last week is a book I've been waiting for quite some time. 7 to Eternity from Image Comic Books with Rick Remender and Jerome Opeña. Holy shit. These guys have worked together a lot in the past. Fear Agent being one of my favorite comic books of all time. Uncanny X-Force, if you guys ever check that out. Opeña's artwork is absolutely outstanding. I absolutely think he gets better every time I see him. And this book is just the peak of him being, like, we're just peeking into like how absolutely amazing he can be. Not to say anything bad against any of his old artwork. I'm such a fan, but this was just perfect. Like, every page looked like he took the time on it that an artist would with a cover. It just, I can't say enough good things. And Rick Remender has been one of my favorite writers for a very, very, very long time. He's done so many of my favorite books. Like I said, Fear Agent being one of my favorites. This is perfect, and what I love about him is he doesn't always write a first issue to make the reader comfortable. It's not about like, hey, here's a plain and clear setup of what's going on. He just throws it out there and he writes his stories. And it's not for everyone, but if you take the time to really sit down and even wait till the stuff's in trade so you can read like an entire story, so you're not waiting month to month, if that's more your thing, do it. Go pick up some of his old books. This is something, if you're picking up Comics Weekly, you absolutely have to add to your pull list. Can't stress that enough. It looks beautiful. So far, the first issue, I'm like, what the crap is this? It's amazing. It's all sci-fi and dark, and it's great. It's great. I can't say enough. Go pick it up. 7 to Eternity. Add it to your pull box. Tell me in the comments how fucking great it is and how much you enjoyed it. All right, that's gonna be it for this week. I don't know if I'm gonna pick every week. I'll try to remember, but my pick this week is the new album from Every Time I Die, Low Teens. This is one of my favorite bands of all time. They play shows like nobody's business. I never have more fun than when I am at an Every Time I Die show. This new album may be their best yet, which is saying a lot because they've got some great shit out there. Big Dirty will always be my all-time favorite, but this album is just perfect. It is metal as fuck. You could put that on a poster, or that's an official Nerd Locker review. Low Teens is metal as fuck. Pick it up. It's amazing. Support them. They're great. And I think that's going to just about do it. So until next time, you guys have a nerdy week.